Well, absolutely. Like I know when I went to graduate school, they never taught us anything about leading at all. Did you get any?
Oh gosh, no. And I think, like most leaders, I've had to learn all about leadership on my own.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I see leaders in my practice struggling with time and again are all of the kinds of things that Marshall has in his book. And the need for them to get a better understanding of who they are and how they're operating and the impact they're having is kind of what his work is all about. And that's why I like his stuff so much. And that's why I'm excited about him coming to Calgary.
It was recently at a conference in England, sponsored by the Harvard Business Review, that he was rated the #1 business thinker, leadership thinker in the world. So we're really keen on having him come because we think that he can just create such a unique opportunity to talk to leaders about leadership.
So he's got that kind of intimate understanding of what the leaders struggle with and the practice of helping them become better leaders.
Yeah.
So he's really well versed on both the academic side and the practical side of leadership, and that's quite unique. And to have a guy like this coming to Calgary, I think it's a very exciting event.
And the leadership training, the interpersonal skills development has really been, I think, one of the strongest courses or strongest initiatives that we've taken on as a company.
I mean, that just makes perfect sense to me, and I'm sure you too, Ross. I mean, when we think about Marshall coming here, his main focus is about interpersonal relationships.
Yeah.
If you look at his book, he's not talking about delegating, how to read a financial budget. He's talking about how do we work with people, how do I work with myself, and how do I work with you as an individual.
What I certainly notice in a lot of the leaders that I work with, and you've talked, Bob, about the leadership training piece, is that leaders often get put into leadership roles without understanding that leadership is a different piece of work than the specialty that they've been very successful in and have operated a certain way to be successful in. And suddenly they get into this leadership territory, and leadership is like another job almost. It has to be attended to, and it's much more, usually when you're in your specialty, it's about what you know and what you do. When you get in a leadership position, it suddenly becomes not about what you know and what you do, but how do I lead, inspire, and support and work with these people so that they produce the results that we're supposed to produce. A very different orientation, and often that isn't explained to leaders on the way up to leadership, and they think when they get in a leadership role they're supposed to be doing all the same things they were in their specialty role.
In my experience, whether it's coming from a healthcare sector where I initially came from, or working with leaders in coaching them and helping them grow now, it seems to me that leadership is really the key thing that is a strategy for success within an organization. It's kind of like the glue that holds everything else together.
Well, and leadership has to be a continuous process. I mean, you just don't go for one course and you're done. I mean, leadership is something that you have to continually work at. How do I get tickets for this?
Just go back to the main page on our website and click register now, and you'll see that button on every page. Just click it and you'll be taken to our ticket purchasing page. Absolutely. We'd love to have you there, and look forward to working with your team again.
That's fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.